Hey dude, Chris here. Just doing an outdoor workout today because, well, this isn't a workout, it's just a bit of a walk. 45 minutes outdoor. I'm doing the Andy Frisella's 75 hard at the moment. I did a workout this morning and I'm doing my 45 minutes outside right now. Thank God it's a beautiful day, right? But I'm currently putting together the first week's sort of webinar slides for week one of the case study group that we've got running starting in 2 days' time. Super excited, and everyone that's enrolled so far is super perfect for the program too. There's a bunch of sales pros, some consultants, a couple agency owners. I think we've got a broker and a recruiter signing up in the next couple of days too before it actually goes live. I've been speaking to them for a while. But through the process of actually jumping onto sales calls with a whole bunch of these people, I've already identified one of the biggest challenges a lot of these guys are currently having. And I'm really grateful because it's in the first part of this actual course. So it's going to be like quite groundbreaking for them if they choose it to be anyway. And I just thought it might be useful sort of sharing that stuff for you. And I'm just moving out of the way so I don't really jump into anyone as I'm walking here. Essentially what that is when you are looking to get some really quick results with your marketing and get some really quick results with generating business and helping your clients out to the highest and best degree, it's very well known that the more people you can serve, the better you're going to actually have, making money for your business and stuff too. But the easiest way to actually get more market share is actually to find a smaller market to work with and actually niching down in your ideal customer profile at the same time too. And I find a lot of people have a really hard time actually doing this, right? And I can understand why, because you're really good at what you do. You love obviously helping people out and you obviously enjoy closing deals. But one of the biggest challenges you might face is, you sort of sit there thinking that, we can help everyone, or we can help anyone. And kind of the challenge you sort of face there is when you decide that you can help anyone, you actually don't have the ability to help everyone, because when you choose more than one, you kind of water down any marketing that you actually do. Because if you just focus on a specific type of industry, it's a lot easier to understand all the different types of challenges they face, all the things that they go through and the problems that they see, and how to help them through those specific problems. And yes, there is the conversation of there's a lot of similar problems across different industries and all that stuff too. But when you're speaking to the specific, insurance industry, or speaking specifically to the fitness industry, or speaking specifically to whatever industry it might be that you guys want to chase into, right? There are specific types of language that they use and specific problems that they generally tend to have, and all the main challenges that come up within their daily world, right? And when you can understand that to the best degree, you have a higher probability of creating a much more valuable service for them specifically, because you can actually add in their challenges. I've done videos and some small trainings like this on offer creation. You can add more value into your offer that is industry specific when it comes down to it, because you know what their true problems are at the same time, that speaks directly to their challenges. And when they see that, and they see that your offer speaks directly to their challenges, they'll choose you over anyone else, because the value way supersedes, and it makes more sense to them than it does to anyone else that they've spoken to, because the logic behind it is so much stronger. Sorry, it's so loud here. The logic behind working with you is so much stronger based off the fact that you solve so many more problems that are specific to the niche. And this is where you can actually, most people generally tend to get scared and think, if I cut my types of businesses that I can work with in half or a third or by a tenth, that I'll actually get less business. But the true reality is, when you do this, you actually find yourself in a position that you actually have more people you can work with, because people start actually coming to you because they know that you can help them, because you're industry specific at the same time too, right? And I thought it might be helpful to give you guys a little bit of an understanding of what I'm going to be taking these guys through, without going into it too much or anything like that. If you want some more information on the actual case study group, just below there'll be a link to either booking for a call or find some more information about it at the same time too. But essentially, you have 3 or 4 different types of potential people you've already wanted to think about working with, right? When you think of niche, you think of 3 or 4 different ones that sort of come up in your mind. There's 3 things you need to sort of definitely have when it comes to actually picking your niche. Number 1 is you need to love them. Like, it needs to be someone that you really want to enjoy working with, and someone that you actually know that you'll have a lot of fun with, because you want to be working with them long term, right? And if you don't actually enjoy them, you're going to be in a position where it's going to be really challenging for you to want to get up every morning and actually have fun and do whatever you're going to do, right? Like, I love working with sales professionals. I love working with consultants. I love working with entrepreneurs based off the fact that I am one of you guys. So I know the stuff that you're going through. I know the challenges you're facing. I go through them too. I'm just lucky enough to find some solutions and might be able to help you guys out. Number 2 is you need to know that you can help them. So number 1, obviously, you need to love them. 2, you need to know you can help them, right? Like, you need to be able to identify what the problems are and be able to fix them and know you can fix them. Because when you know that you love them, you know you can fix them, there's a higher probability that you're going to be able to, stay in it longer and actually give them more of an opportunity or want to work with you at the same time too. So you've got to love them. You've got to be able to fix problems for them. So problems you can fix for them. And that could just become, it could be a survey, whatever it be. Then number 3, they've got to be willing and able to pay, right? So it's going to be really worthless for you to actually pick someone who, unemployed, doesn't have a job, or maybe that's your industry if you're a recruiter, right? But like, if it doesn't fit the payment structure or scheme that you might have for your business model, maybe they're not the right one. But if they do, it fits perfectly. Now, usually when I go through this process, people generally just say, like, there's 2 or 3 different ones I'm thinking of. So if you've got 3 there right now in your head, eliminate 1. The one that is that you like the least out of those 3, like, eliminate that right now. And if you've got 2 left there right now, what I want you to do is grab a coin. Flip the coin. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it here right now. Here we go. There's a coin, funnily enough, on the ground. So what I'm going to do is, if it's heads, what we're going to do is we're going to pick the one that you've chosen as heads, okay? And if it's tails, we're going to pick the one that is, chose as tails. Now, it's a lie. I didn't actually have a coin. It's a rock, but this side here is a different color to this side, okay? So this is going to be heads, this is going to be tails. If it comes up heads, you pick number, I dropped it. If it comes up heads, you're going to pick number 1, right? If comes up tails, you're going to pick number 2. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip this coin. Now, actually, you know what? I'm not going to tell you what came up. Because if you are anything like the humans that I've worked with in the past, much like you will have already decided inside your head, you would have hoped that it was either going to be heads or tails. There was already one that you would have hoped it was going to be, right? So what I need you to do right now is go all in on that one niche. Go and find out what their major problems are. Go and find out how you can help them most. Go and find them how you can love them more than anyone else in the industry, and go 110% working into them. This is the beginning of actually creating the cornerstone of the marketing pieces that you need out there that will actually truly make a difference to the industry and start making you a bucket load of money, and actually make life a whole lot easier for you when you're trying to actually become a person who actually attracts clients rather than trying to actually hunt for them consistently all day long at the same time too. So now that we've gone through this process, I'm hoping that it was helpful. One of the easiest things you can do right now is not overthink it. Stop thinking. Just go and do it right now. You've already picked it. We've picked it together. And what I want you to do is go and dive straight into working with that one niche. Try it out. If you hate it, absolutely hate it, you can always try number 2. But it doesn't help if you do more than one at a time, because you dilute all of your efforts and it doesn't work out in any way, shape and form for anyone's best benefit. So, hoping that was super helpful. That's what I generally tend to do whenever I'm working with anyone new, whenever I'm trying to pick a new niche to work with. I've got to love them. I've got to really enjoy working with them. It's got to be profitable, and I've got to know I can get them a result at the end of the day. So one of the biggest things that I need you to remember is, the quicker you do this, the quicker you'll start making a bucket load of fucking money, okay? And if you've enjoyed this, that's fantastic. Really grateful. So you can call me Chris Niche Morrison. There's a couple of ways that I can help you out. If you aren't already in our Facebook group, do us a favor and go to Lead Gen Chat for Sales Pros. Just chuck it into the Facebook or click one of the links. But I don't know if I just turned off just then. If you'd like some information on the case study groups before we do get started, I'm still looking for 3 people to join us. It'll be 10K in 10 weeks. Just shoot me a message or reply to this email with the words case study, and I'll get you across all the details. It'll be less than $97 a week to make that happen for you, and I can promise it's a guaranteed end result. And number 3, if you'd like to actually get a little bit more one-on-one help, I'd be super keen to work on you with that too. So if you can shoot me an email saying private, I'd be super keen to help you do that at the same time too. So outside that, I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day. I'll chat to you guys soon, okay? Peace.